Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Barry Beer with you on Wednesday, January 16th. Thank you for joining me here today on the show. And every week I bring you the Wednesday Wraps. And this is where it all happens. And before we get on to this week's show, a wrap of what we talked about last week. We talked about skincare and sunburn and how to look after our feet and what we should do if things go wrong with our feet. And I'm going to touch a little bit more on school lunches again today, and skincare and book care, similar to last week's program. But before we get into today's program of Sydney's weather today, it's absolutely beautiful out there, but very hot and sunny, and the top of 31. So if you are going out into the sun today, viewers, remember, slip, slop, and slap, and seek shade, and wear your sunglasses. I'm Barry Fair, and now on with today's show. First up on today's show is school lunches for the new school year that will be commencing in a couple of weeks after the Australian Day long weekend now. You may recall last week I talked about school lunches and the benefits of school lunches. Now, what goes well with a school lunch? Well, a nice healthy sandwich or wrap with ham and salad or cheese and salad. Now, the golden rule with school lunches, ladies and gentlemen, you must encourage your child not to leave their lunch in the school bag. Otherwise, it will go off by lunchtime, and you do not want to end up in the emergency department after school. And the last place you want to end up is the emergency department. So please tell your child to take their lunch out of their school bag and put it into the fridge before they attend their classes. School lunches are very wholesome and nutritious. It's okay to have a treat every now and again, but don't include junk food in the child's lunchbox. Include some nice, healthy, fresh fruit, such as an apple, some strawberries, some mango, whatever you may have handy in the fridge. And ask your child whether they would like some dried fruit in there as well. And for morning tea, how about some celery sticks and some carrot sticks with a tub of hummus? Now, hummus is made of chickpeas, and you simply drain 2 cans of chickpeas, place them in a blender with some lemon juice and some garlic, and then you blend until it becomes a smooth paste. And you put it in a container with your child's lunchbox, and there your child has a healthy lunch. and encourage your child to eat their lunch as well. Make sure that the lunchbox is empty when it comes home, and encourage your child to eat their fruit as well. After the break, I will be talking about sandwich fillings. Sydney's weather today will be warm and sunny today with a top of 30 degrees. Tomorrow, warm again and hot. And Friday, even hotter out in the west. A cool change is expected Saturday with a chance of some showers. And that is the weather forecast. This is Barry Bear with you on Wednesday, January the 16th, and welcome back to you. Well, now it's time to continue from what we talked about last week on the show, and that is bookcase. Now, you can't see what I'm wearing on my feet, because I can't move this big screen. But what my upside is wearing is a pair of pink shoes with a bit of white on the top. Now, why must my upside be wearing closed shoes? Well, the answer to that question, she must always wear closed-in shoes, because if a wheelchair runs over her toe, it could cause very nasty injury and could break the bone in her foot. And this is why the staff must wear closed-in shoes when they are working with us and around wheelchairs. So safety comes first, not last. Now I would like to talk about bookcase on the show today. You should buy a good pair of sandals for the summer months and take an existing pair of sandals to the shoe store so that you can tell the staff what size shoe that you wear and get the staff to measure your foot. So you must tell the staff of the shoe store what size shoe you will need for your foot and how big or small your foot is. So when you go shopping for new shoes, always take an existing pair of the shoes with you to the shoe store and tell the staff that you would like to buy a new pair of shoes for the summer months. Now make sure that you wear the sandals in, because if you don't, you will get blisters, and blisters are not very nice, ladies and gentlemen. So get a good quality pair of sandals that will last you a long time, and make sure that if the sandals are hurting, put a band-aid on your heel. Now, as far as looking after your nails are concerned, That's the next subject I would like to talk about on today's show. Now the nails, they should be nice and short. Make sure that you don't cut them too short or deeply because that's how ingrown toenails can occur. And I did mention this last week on the show. And do not pick at your toenails because it is unhygienic. So if your nails are too long, use a pair of nail clippers or scissors. And the best time to cut your toenails are after you have a shower or a bath. And that way the nails will be so easier to cut. Now, athlete's foot. I also talked about this last week on the show, and that is when our toes are not washed or dried in between properly. The skin can become cracked, red, itchy, and sore. And always use a fresh towel to dry in between your toes and dry your feet last, not first. And do not share other people's shoes either because that can cause athlete's foot. Allow the air to get at your feet as much as possible if you are not going anywhere, or wear sandals to air the feet. And this way your feet will not sweat during the hot summer months. And wear cotton socks when you wear closed-in shoes. I have come to the end of part one of today's show. But don't you go away. Part two will be coming up later on. I'm Barry Fair. Time is 13 minutes past 10 o'clock. It's Wednesday, the 16th of January.